Alright friends, welcome back to Vincent G's Super Channel G, and look how incredible these Disney Plus Marvel Legends action figures look. They look absolutely amazing, stunning, and I can't wait to show you just how incredible they are. There's so many great action figures in this wave. They're all Disney Plus, and of course we have WandaVision, we have Loki, we have the Falcon the Winter Soldier, and you're not going to want to miss this. So guys, if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe by hitting the subscribe button below. Hit the bell next to it so you get notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know where in the world you're watching from. Give us a big thumbs up. If you like Marvel Legends, you like these action figures, you like any of these Disney Plus series. And yeah, let us know where in the world you're watching from. So guys, what do you say we go ahead and get started right now?
What is up, Vincent GG?
Vincent GG, Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
GG.
Vincent GG from Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Vincent GG on Super Channel G.
So tight. Don't stop doing what you're doing.
Congratulations on all your success.
Congratulations on everything.
I will see you on the TV.
Super Channel G.
God, is this great?
Alright friends, welcome back to Vincent GG's Super Channel G, and so I am incredibly excited to take a look at these Disney Plus series action figures. These are the Marvel Legends versions, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to get them open, and I'm already trying to make my own wish list for like a wave 2 and what I would love for that to be. So let's see who we have here. We actually have Scarlet Witch, which is Wanda, of course. We have the Vision, and that's the white version of Vision. We have Loki with the TVA jacket on, right? We have Winter Soldier, Bucky with his Wakanda arm. We have US Agent, so this was after John F. Walker was Captain America. We have Baron Zemo with the mask and without, with his cool trench coat. And then we have Captain America, which was Falcon after he decided to go ahead and take up the mantle. So all these action figures look absolutely incredible. And let's go ahead and dive on in. Let's get everything set up here. And you know what? Get them in order, right? Because we have Captain America, we have Baron Zemo, we have US Agent, Winter Soldier. You know, I already said that, but that way we can just go down the list, go down the line right here, right? So I'm incredibly excited in case I haven't said that already. And I think we'll get started with Scarlet Witch with Wanda. Let's go ahead and set these aside, and we will dive in to our action figures. Okay, perfect. Give me a second, guys. All right, friends, so let's go ahead and kick this off with the hardest figure it was for me to find, and I did not find Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, at Walmart or Target or GameStop. None of that. Had to find it actually in a toy specialty store, and yeah, of course they did. The price was a little bit higher, and I'm sure they may have found it at one of those or special ordered it, but at least we got her, and I'm so excited to complete this set, and now we can do all of them. But let's take a closer look at, first of all, this package, and just through the package, look at this, just beautiful action figure. It looks just absolutely incredible. I'm loving the accessories. Look at her hands. They're kind of see-through right there. And then we have part of a wing for our Captain America Falcon version, right? And oops, I hit the whole box right there. So it's part of the flight gear is what I meant to say. And yeah, I'm excited about that. It's going to be very much in the style of like how we did Vulture from Spider-Man Homecoming. So beautiful box. These are all Disney Plus action figures as far as the characters from the series. This beautiful WandaVision logo right here. And let's see what it says on the back. It's just the same picture over and over, I guess. Unfortunately, it'd be cool to get more than that. But all right, it says Scarlet Witch. Wanda Maximoff's abilities of telekinesis, energy manipulation, and neuroelectric interfacing allow her to read thoughts and give her targets waking nightmares. Yeah, it looks absolutely great. Look at that. Okay, so let's get her open. And let me see. It's like, what do I have to cut this open with? Oh, and you know what? We may as well take a look again, just one more time. And it's interesting how these are like a computer rendering and not pictures of the actual action figures. And that's what we kind of saw on the new wave that's gonna come out for the X-Men. It's like they are computer renders and not the actual items. Interesting, right? Especially when we saw like Rogue and Cyclops, but very cool. So of course the pieces correspond with the action figure. Scarlet Witch has this piece of the left wing, the Vision has this piece, and so on, 3. But Loki does have red wing, and then this stand right here to hold the wings up, and so on. The rest are just parts of the wing. So let's get her open and let's take a closer look. All right. Look at that. That looks super cool. Set aside the box. And let's get Wanda on out of there. Wow, look how great that looks. Looks absolutely incredible. So let's get our wing out, right? So let's see, we'll have left down here. Set that aside. Let's go ahead and get our Wanda out. And these right here to kind of show her powers. This is something that we've definitely seen from Marvel Legends prior, but it works really well with her. And so let's get even closer and let's zoom in. Hopefully we got a good face print. And so for the most part, pretty good. So I'm digging that. Look at her crown right here, which is soft plastic, and it clearly has to be glued somewhere. Maybe right here in the middle. Look at that. Okay. And then as far as, let's see, does the neck move and the head? Sure looks like it. And because her hair is so large, her head's not going to have a whole lot of articulation, but we can move it that far forward and back. We can move it side to side slightly. We can turn it, but because her hair is going to push her against the body, her chin's going to go down. That's not necessarily a terrible thing, we'll just keep that in mind so it's not a smooth turn like this. Okay, look at the hair sculpt. There is a little bit of shading with different colors, so that looks awesome. It's not just one solid color, so I'm really liking that. There's a little bit of paint bleed right here. Unfortunately, right here on the collar. And let's see, she turns right here, right where the rib cage would be. So there's no movement at the waist, but she will turn right here. And let's see the arms. I'm gonna move this down so it doesn't just fall off. Oh, we have more paint bleed here, which we'll probably get by sanding that down a little bit. So the arms, they move to about a 90-degree angle out. They do move pretty smoothly around. Let me see. So that's pretty good. Slightly more than a 90-degree angle if we can actually push it further out. With a single joint in the elbow. So that comes to almost a 45-degree angle. And looks like we're missing a little bit of paint on the finger. Look at that. So the wrists turn. They go back and forth right here too, and it's actually not cooperating very well, but it's actually and it's like soft bendy. Look at this. So the hands missing paint and a little odd. Overall they still, I can't even get the joint to work because it keeps wanting to pull the whole thing out. Look at that. And obviously I don't want to be breaking it either. Oh, well, that's my fault. I was breaking it because look, even though it goes like that, it actually moves. Does it have a double joint? Interesting that it has like what appears to be a joint there, but then it also doesn't look like it goes all the way around. So I don't know. I must be looking at something wrong, but it actually goes side to side, not back and forth, which is interesting. And then over here, do we have the same thing? We do, but look how differently that looks. This one has an appearance of a joint back and forth. And this one doesn't, but it clearly moves like that. And so that was my fault because I saw the joint look like this. So it's like, why wouldn't it move like that? And then we're moving back here. So anyway, at least we know that's the case now. Again, we have, this one's almost a mirror image. The fingers are a little odd to have them like that because I know she's like caressing the air, but I don't know about the fingers looking necessarily like that. Anyway, sculpt looks amazing. The paint overall looks amazing. The colors used, amazing. I have no more paint bleed back here. I can just scratch that part off. Oh, nope, I'm doing the opposite. It's actually coming off. Wow, I didn't see that. I thought it was going the other way. Okay, so we're gonna have to paint over that. And man, did that come off easily. I didn't even press hard, I just kind of rubbed that part. Okay, so take a look at this. Looks like the knees are gonna be a little weaker than I would have hoped. So the legs come out to almost a 90-degree angle. We do have double joints of the knees. And those go in pretty well. Let's see, this softer plastic for her outfit, and it only goes so far back, so just keep that in mind. Her legs do articulate pretty well. It does turn right here on the high part of the thigh, and let's see if we can get her to stand. We have a really cool looking ankle joint here, and the feet do flex and point pretty well. Look at that, look at the boots. So very nice. Put these back on. That'll look cool. Or we can do it the other way. Okay, there we go. Alright. Ah! I didn't put it on very well. It's supposed to wrap, and this is supposed to wrap. It's supposed to go that way. Okay, cool. And then maybe we can have her kind of doing this right here. Doesn't that look awesome? Very cool. Maybe we can have this hand the one that's down because the paint's coming on. And this one is the one that's up. So I think that looks really cool. And let's see about getting her to stand. Now the knees again, look, they don't feel super strong, so I don't know if we're gonna be able to get like a great stance because the legs are a little weak. Turn the body a little bit. And she's not really standing on her own. We may need an action hero stand, action figure stand. We might, or to lean her, or to have one of those stands with a peg on the bottom. But nonetheless, I think I would opt for the action hero stand, action figure stand, because we're gonna want her like flying up in the air and stuff like that too. So for now, let's go ahead and just set her right here. And take a closer look. It actually looks pretty awesome. Okay, I'm just gonna show you the hands real quick that were in here. And these may even be cooler, actually. Let's take a look. Looks like it may be the same mold. Wow, and we get to see right here what the joint actually looks like right here on the hand. Okay, right here on the wrist. So that's cool. And then here's this one. Interesting, look. I was right after all. It is supposed to go like this, not side to side. So I don't know what's going on in that other one, but at least it's not broken. We can always use this one anyway. But how cool is that? So put these back away. Don't want to lose these. And we'll move on to our next action figure. Very cool. All right. Well, friends, next we have the Vision. And Vision looks pretty cool. This is the white version. And when Vision versus Vision was happening, that was pretty intense. That was really awesome. I was like, how is this gonna end? But here's the box. The package looks pretty awesome. We got the Disney Plus logo. And then of course, again, the flight gear for Captain America, the new Captain America. And wow, it looks like, okay, it's both of them, huh? The ones that are attached to the backwards wings come up, so come out of. It's the same art on all three sides, the back and the two sides. And it again looks like a computer render. This one is actually pretty cool looking over here. So let's see what it says about the Vision. It says, the Vision, harnessing the power of density manipulation with computer precision. Vision is a hero. Whoa! Defies the very laws of nature. I'm assuming it's supposed to say whom or who, but it says whoa. So somewhere Joey is smiling, right? So all right, so let's get him on open. And yeah, I'm super excited to take a look at our Vision, the Vision. Gonna open this up right here. There we are. And cool, there's even printing on that. So this Vision comes with, the only accessories are these two hands. They're both fists, which great, because at least it wasn't just two fists or even just two open hands. And cool, look at the cape here. That looks awesome. Okay, so let's get these parts for the wings out here. Take a look at those in just a bit. Get our Viz out. Push them out. And let's protect the cape. We don't want it to get stuck in here. So I'm actually gonna fold it in a little bit so that nothing bad happens to it. There we are. And so here's the fists. There's anything really special about them, but kind of look at how they are. And looks like his cape is not attached in the front, which I probably would prefer to just glue it, but it is attached in the back, where again we have what's probably just a peg that goes in there, may or may not be glued. So let's get closer. Sorry he's washing out a little bit with the light, but it looks pretty awesome. Look at that. You can still see it pretty well. So I'm gonna zoom on in. It actually looks pretty great. Look at that. It's got a great head sculpt. Let's see how far back we can move. Oh, yes! So if you've been watching our channel for a while, you know how awesome, how much I care about that, being able to put the head back pretty far. So you can do like when he's flying, look at that. And then of course we can probably bring it pretty far down. You can tilt a little bit. Let's see. I want to scratch this one. I did the last one, so there we go. It's just something that was just hanging out there. Very cool. Again, there's a head sculpt. I have one on both sides. There we was able to get that one off too. Very nice. It's pretty smooth. I would like this to be attached, so I'll probably just glue that eventually. And so, let's see, the arms move pretty smooth and fluidly. We're clicking to open up the shoulder, and it does go beyond a 90-degree angle. Turns right here above the bicep. We have double joints right here at the elbow, and look how far in these elbows come. The hands definitely bend in and out and go around. Got almost a mirror image here, so that's awesome. We turn at the waist. We got a, let's see this ab crunch. Oof, it was like stuck, but look at this intense ab crunch, and it goes both ways. A lot. We got this interesting texture right here. That's kind of cool. For it's like all over his body. Let's see, I was like, it's not quite a hexagon. Nope. But it does look like it may have 6 sides. Because I'm like, it looks like it almost rectangular, but almost like it bows out. So it may not, but that's definitely how it looks at a quick glance. He's got his belt that goes around. And let's see his legs. Do they go out to a 90-degree angle? Not quite. Not quite. But do go a decent amount out. And to the side. If you turn at the high part of the thigh, these knees are a little bit stronger than Wanda's. Now, you don't need vision to be doing like big, huge acrobatic poses. The knees loosened up a lot just from me opening them once. So hopefully they don't get too much looser. And then we do have good ankle joints here and a really good point and flex on the feet. So I'm digging the way the boots look. So that looks cool. Glad we don't turn at the shin. And all in all, this action figure looks pretty awesome. So let's get a more powerful stance. There we go. And then if we don't have an action figure stand, dynamic action figure stand, it may be difficult to pose him without him falling back because of the cape. You can have him lean forward a little bit and spread his legs to stand a little bit stronger. But in the end, I'm probably going to need to just bend the legs and allow him to be supported perhaps even by the cape. So, let's see. But I wonder how it would look if we open it up like this, like if he was flying instead. Maybe we can definitely get our stand for this one. Let me get it. Give me a second, guys. Okay, very nice. So I got this right here. We'll set him up for flight like so. Bring his legs in. There we go. So, wow, I didn't realize how much he was leaning. There we go. Let's have him come forward just a bit. There we go. I think that looks pretty awesome. I'm gonna set him right up over here. Next to Wanda. That looks pretty awesome. Except he's really far forward, so maybe we can, if I can get another stand. I misplaced them, so I'm glad I found this one. But that looks pretty cool. Alright guys, let's move on. Let's take a look at our next action figure. Let's bring this up a little bit. Okay, so next we have Loki. And then it just says from the show Loki. And it looks pretty outstanding actually. I was curious to see how this was going to play out, but now that episode 2 is out, this is the outfit he wears to start it off. And I'm excited to take a closer look. It looks pretty awesome, and Loki so far, with just the 2 episodes, are amazing. Let's see if it's the same artwork 3 times. It sure is. And can't wait to get him open and take a closer look. But I also can't wait for the series to unfold. Okay, look how great this looks. And then we have Red Wing over here. So it says Loki, mere moments after his escape during the events of Avengers Endgame. Loki is apprehended by the Time Variance Authority, the TVA, and arrested for his crimes against the sacred timeline. So that's awesome. And then yes, during the events of Avengers Endgame, very correct. But also technically during the events of Battle of New York for the first Avengers. Let's get him open. And let's pop him on out. There we are. And I can't wait for Wave 2 because obviously it's not immediately coming out, but I would love to have Mobius. That would be awesome. Look at this! Time Variance Authority. Wasn't expecting that. For all time, always. That's so cool. Got like the hourglass, but also like an infinity symbol, and then a sword going, and then eyes. So that's cool. Okay, so we have the bottom part for a stand. That's cool. We have the front part, or I'm sorry, it's the back part, which looks like this would just go right here. Let's get Red Wing out. This. That's cool. And then we have what appears to be the back of the whole winged pack, right? So set that aside. And Loki has 0, that is 0.00 accessories. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but we'll get over it. Oops. Oh man, that just went flying. Alright, so we'll get that in a minute. And also, let me say that Owen Wilson as Mobius, Mobius, is been pretty outstanding. So I hope he continues to be just an incredible character, because I am totally digging him. It's awesome, and it's great to hear that Lightning McQueen voice too. But he's doing an outstanding job. Okay, look at this Loki. I'm really digging the expression they gave him. I'm digging the hair sculpt, the head sculpt. Everything about this looks great. Let's see. We can move the head back and forth and around. It looks like we can actually move it pretty well back, especially since it hits here, but this is softer plastic and the hair's actually really hard. Look, even though I can bend this, it's like taking effort, because look, it's leaving indentions on my finger. So that's cool. You can turn and kind of tilt a little bit. This tie. There we go. He's got his trendy looking tie. We do have an ab crunch that crunches pretty well. The jacket, look at this. So that looks awesome. We could probably even just paint that brownish. Turns at the waist, so that's awesome. And let's see these shoulders. Let's see, this one's click on the way around. Let's see this TVA symbol. Oh wow, that's cool. I thought it was like folded over, but it's not. That's why it's molded, and then the painting just stops there. I love the buttons, the way that looks. So this is a great sculpt for a jacket. Love how it says variant back here, and he's like very subtle. And this looks like it might be 2 different shades of brown. Look at this. This one's darker than this one. So the legs, they go out to what appears to be almost a 90-degree angle. Well, actually not quite. The way the ab kind of crunched it looked like it was, but they came in a lot further than they did. So he's not straight up, which would be like that, but that's with the ab crunch. Okay, to the legs. This looks like they may just be the suit pants from every time we have a character in a suit, like young Nick Fury from Captain Marvel, and perhaps ooh, look, there's double joints right here at the knees are awesome. So Tony Stark, we got him as a suit, but from Iron Man, of course, in the 2-pack. That's pretty awesome. The legs move pretty well. Look at his shiny shoes. His ankle kind of popping out there. Let's see. Oof. Why is it moving like that? So it's moving in two places. It's moving above the joint. Look at that. And it's moving here at the joint. There's the flex. This point. And it's interesting because it's moving in both spots. So it's like you got to line it up well. So just keep that in mind because that could be tricky. Same thing here. There we go. Okay. So this action figure is pretty awesome. I actually would love to have something else. At least another head sculpt. And maybe don't need the hands to be doing a whole lot. And he could be holding a weapon. He could be holding something. But maybe just in different hands. Different head sculpt. Something would have been cool. Now, this figure alone is pretty outstanding. But I will say that it is pretty outstanding. But accessories are my favorite part after the action figure. Let's see the arms kind of joints actually having it kind of come in a little bit, which that's not what I want, so I'm definitely going to protect those joints. Let's see. Too bad we can't bring the arms in close enough so that we can fold the arms over each other. And then let's see, the shoulders do go in slightly beyond a 90-degree angle. Let's see, this one isn't going in. I definitely don't want to crack it, so I'm going to apply pressure right here in as I push out, and it's not really cooperating. I don't want to crack it off right here, so there we go. Just give it a little bit of joint love. There we are. Just give him a very simple, strong pose. I wonder if we like brought this to like hold his chin. Like he's thinking. It doesn't come in far enough. Let's see. Hand on the hip. Well, close enough. That'll work as far as close enough. So I'm digging that. Let's get his legs to line up so we can have him stand. Let's spread his legs slightly. Let's give him a stronger pose for his back. Not bad. I'm actually liking that. Bring this a little further back out. There we go. That should be, it's good enough for me. There we go. I move one part and it looks like all the joints end up moving. Let's bring this further down. There we go. Let's have him thinking. So that'll work for me. I actually really like it. Look at that. Not bad. Not bad at all. Very cool. All right, I'll probably just turn them just a bit, just in relation to the others. There we go. Let's go ahead and move on. All right, and next we have the Winter Soldier. And look how cool he looks. Looks absolutely awesome. He's got the Wakanda arm. He does have two hands. One we can switch out for each arm, so that's cool. We have the package that has the same picture 3 times on there, but it's a really good pose and a really cool looking art right there to have. So that's awesome. And a little bit of an artifact right there. There's our figures again, and there's our computer render of Bucky. but this looks a little better than that, so that's awesome. Look at our awesome, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier logo right here. And so I'm excited to get him open. Look, there's a emblem right here on the top, and you know what? Before I go any further, let me just show, this was the one for Wanda. Look at that. This is the one for Viz, which that was not the Infinity Stone, that was the power source right there in his forehead. And then for Loki, look at that, the horns, the horned helmet, that looks cool. Okay. And so this, I was like, maybe that's like the star that was on the book. But no, maybe not. All right, let's get him open. And let's take a look. Awesome. There we are. Let's get Bucky on out of here. And look how cool that looks. All right. Let's go ahead and get this out. This looks like it's going to be from the right wing. Let's take a look at these hand sculpts right here. We have this left hand. That looks cool. And then this one, the glove, the right hand. I'm digging his outfit. Come on out. Okay, let's come closer down here. And he actually looks really cool. Look at that. They even gave him like some 5 o'clock shadow. Look at that. It looks awesome. It's like maybe this right here on his cheek. I think maybe I could just get that off without scratching like earlier, but it's not coming off readily. That one did. But great head sculpt. Digging the hair. There's a little touch of brown in there. Look at that. That's awesome. The head does not go very far back and forward, back and forth. I'm pushing it forward. It is restricted by the collar a little bit, but maybe or the hair in the back. Look at that. It does turn and tilt slightly, but it does turn well. The shoulders click as they go around and then out. They go slightly beyond a 90-degree angle. I would assume this one too. This is a really cool looking arm. It feels a little weak right here where it's above the bicep, where this one feels strong and chunky. Look at this. We have a, I'm like, is this supposed to be a double joint here, right? So let me support. There we go. I had to push it because this part wasn't coming out. Have a good double joint there. As far as the wrist, it should go back and forth. Look at that. And then turn. Great. So on this one, look at this arm. I love the way this looks. There's a double joint there. Turns here and goes back and forth. So I'm definitely digging that. Look at this hand sculpt. Alright, so for ab crunch, it actually goes pretty far in and out. Turns at the waist. That looks awesome. I love the texture for the coat. That looks awesome. And look how it's like black from here to here, and then on this side. So that's cool. Alright, so the legs. Looks like they do come in to a 90-degree angle, or just outside of it. So the legs do move pretty well. Now this is the middle part of the thigh, so that's not something that we normally see, where it turns there. Let's see, we got big, strong double joints right here at the knees. So that's awesome. This one did loosen up more than I would have hoped. This one stayed strong. It does turn the high part of the boot right here, which I'd rather not move. But these boots look awesome. Look at that. Feet point and flex and pivot well. That's cool. And yeah, there's a little cuff almost right here on the boots. So that looks awesome. This action figure actually looks pretty great. So we have a hand that could perhaps hold something like a weapon, but otherwise it's not holding anything right now. I'm like, maybe we should switch it out for another fist. So let's go ahead and get this out. There we go. In the other hand, I'm not going to switch it out, but this one looks like it could definitely hold something. Very cool. So we're just going to twist his hand off. Because a hand that looks very clearly like it's holding something did look a little bit odd if he's not holding something. The other hand is punching. Okay. So put those back. That looks really cool, actually. That's awesome. Let's get him to a wider stance. There we go. That looks pretty awesome. Foot's kind of getting away from me a little bit, but maybe we'll even have him taking a more dynamic stance. And there we are. Just get the foot to cooperate. Awesome. That looks pretty great, actually. So of course I can have him standing upright like Loki here, and maybe that would be perhaps even cooler, but I want to change it up so we're not having just the same poses, and especially because he's not in that show. So let's see. Maybe we change the pose in a little bit, but Bucky looks great. I'm sure you think so too. Look how great all four of them look. Wow, they look absolutely incredible. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. What do you say? There we go. Looks awesome. Okay, next we have our second action figure from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It is the U.S. agent, also known as John F. Walker, and he was Captain America briefly. And so, sorry about that. It looks like they still have some remnants of his Captain America suit on here, but that's quite all right. And here's everybody who's in the set again. Look at his render, was actually pretty good. Actually looks just like him. And let's bring this up here. This definitely looks like what the suit is supposed to look like. So there's no A right here, and then some white. But nonetheless, overall this action figure looks great. Probably going to customize it anyway. Perhaps even remove that with and paint over it, but that's not the priority right now. Let's take a look at how cool this action figure looks. Again, same picture 3 times. It's a cool one. Look at that. Very nice. Okay, let's see what it says on the back about U.S. Agent. It says, U.S. Agent. After being stripped of the Captain America title, John F. Walker's spirit is shaken, and he takes on a new mantle, U.S. Agent. Very nice. Okay, and he comes with this part of the left wing. Let's go ahead and get him out. And after this, we'll have 2 more. And then we'll put the wings together. Put the flight suit, flight gear. Very nice. Okay. Same package, packaging inside as our Winter Soldier one. And he does have 2 fists right here to be able to exchange for these hands. And I'm like, okay, well there's a gun and a holster here. I wonder if it actually comes out, which it might be a no. And it's definitely a no. Oh well, because whenever there's a holster, the gun's usually over here in the package. So let's get this left wing out, set it over here. Let's come closer and take a look at our John F. Walker. You know, as far as the head sculpt goes, this is pretty outstanding, except he's still wearing a Captain America helmet. So outside of that, looks pretty awesome. Let's see. The head moves pretty well back and forth. And then, wow, it really pivots well. Look at that. You can like crack his neck. So that's cool. And there's great detail. They paid some awesome attention to, I was going to say, this head sculpt overall. Because again, it still has this and this. But overall, definitely looks like him. Let's see, the shoulders kind of click as they go around. And they go beyond a 90-degree angle, out slightly. Turns right here, the upper part of the bicep. We do have double joints here for the elbows. And then let's see, the wrists turn and go back and forth. There's a little bit of paint missing, and these are definitely squishier hands. Look at this. Turns and goes back and forth. I'm really liking the texture on the suit. Let's see, it turns at the waist. It looks like this belt's actually glued on, or if not, it's just super tight, but that's a good thing. So we're missing some paint right here. Unfortunately, it looks like it's actually coming off in several places. Okay, I have an ab crunch right here. It's actually a pretty decent one. Wow, and it goes really far back out. Let's see, okay, the belt actually probably just what was tight. It appears to be moving. There we go. Well, good. I like that so it doesn't move very much. The legs actually pose pretty well. Almost comes out to, well, I'll give it 90-degree angle, even though it might be only a hair off. Let's see. Legs moving the upper part of the thigh. They have really strong, chunky knee joints. So that's a great thing. It does turn right here, way just below the knee. Not even the high part of the shin, but way below the, right there, close below the knee. And then let's see, for the boots, we do pivot and it goes back and forth. Let's take a closer look at the sculpt for these boots. Again, we have like that cuff on top. Interesting. All right, we do have a gun right here in the holster. So that's cool. Still have that A there. But, yeah. Looks pretty great, actually. So I'm thinking we could definitely have him, like, getting his hand on his weapon. Because he thinks he might need it. Look at that. And let's see. That actually looks kind of cool. Let me bring this up a little bit so you can see he's like readying his weapon. Bring this down a little bit. Alright, awesome. He doesn't have the shield because he's not Captain America anymore. So that looks pretty cool, actually. Let's just bring his feet down so he can stand a little better. There we go. That's actually pretty awesome. Of course, we still have yet to see what he's gonna be like right here with this suit, outside of him just talking. So I'm gonna set him up right here. And see that looks outstanding. Look at that. Doesn't that look great? Yeah, that looks awesome. Very cool. Okay, let's move on. We have 2 action figures left, and then we can do the flight gear. Very nice. Oh, and just in case, let me bring what the hands look like right here. So, just closed fists. Alright, awesome. Let's move on. Okay, so next we have Zemo, and that is Baron Zemo. And I'm really excited for this action figure. I don't know about that solid gold little laser gun there, but the rest looks awesome. The book, the Hydra book, right? And so, looks absolutely outstanding. The artwork on here. Same picture 3 times, but man, did they make his suit look cool. His outfit, because let me tell you, Baron Zemo from the comic books, way back when, did not look cool ever. And so he looks great here. So here's our awesome, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier logo again, which they did an outstanding job with that. And yeah, let's get him out. It's Daniel Brühl. Oh, let me read the back real quick, sorry. Here it says, Baron Zemo. Baron Zemo, the Sokovian Special Forces officer who targeted the Avengers, has been rotting in a German prison, but recent events will reignite him with a ferocity. That looks awesome. Okay, let's get this open right here. Very nice. If you haven't watched Falcon and the Winter Soldier, definitely worth a watch. Here we are. And of course, so our... Ooh, it looks like this tape that's stuck right here. Probably used to be to hold these hands down. So whatever. Okay, let's get this thing out. Let's get this book right here. I guess we'll get this gold gun. And the hands just ended up falling out. So we got 2 fists with really cool looking gloves actually. I wouldn't mind dressing up like Baron Zemo for Halloween. That'd be kind of cool. I actually think so. And mask and all. But I wonder how hard it would be to make this look like this. Especially with the texture and all. Maybe not terribly hard, but yeah. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the head sculpt. It definitely looks like Daniel Brühl. Looks pretty awesome. I'm digging how there's like a little bit of like bluish purple in the hair. Almost comic book style. Wow, we have a different peg right here in the head. So it's one where there's like a stick that kind of moves. So it allows us to pivot and turn a whole lot differently than the other ones. It doesn't allow us to give tremendous back and forth motion, but we can definitely move around in other places. So that looks cool. Jacket. Trench coat, it's softer plastic, looks pretty cool. The arms, the shoulders move all the way around. Let's see, I'm having trouble opening this arm over here. So this one, of course, support it when you turn it. Turns pretty well, but doesn't go too far in because of the way this has this lip right here. You see that? This one's not even wanting to go in at all, so there we go. Had to turn it up a little bit. Too bad we don't have clapping hands so we can make them dance. It's got this hand open like this so we can put the gun in there. And it goes around and up and down like that. Let's see, we have double joints at the elbow. Wow, this back one didn't even really move. The other one came in so much that it's like, that's really far in actually. Oof, now this one, the front one won't go. Ah, there we go. We want them to move together, not just it stay here and this one moves or vice versa. We want them to kind of go evenly in. You mean like clap, clap, clap. Okay, so he turns at the waist right here. We do have a decent ab crunch, but of course it's not gonna go too far back because the trench coat will restrict it. Let's see, the legs go decently forward, but not quite 90-degree angle. And then here's those pant legs I'm talking about. So looks like the same ones. You know what? Maybe they're not the same. Okay, so these are not the same as the ones I said that were on Loki. These are the ones that I was talking about when I was talking about Loki's legs, that are probably the one for suit for Nick Fury and Tony Stark. Wow, this leg is actually moving really easily here, so I'm kind of curious about that. It is staying, so it's not like super loose, but I'm not used to it turning that easily. It's a cool looking belt. So that's cool. Alright. And here's the boots. Or at least his dress shoes. Let's see. You can point and only go that far forward. They do pivot. And we're not going to see Baron Zemo with crazy like poses, because he's very chill and relaxed as far as always being in control. So he never looks out of sorts. There we go. Let's look at his book here. It actually looks really cool. One he stole from that Hydra agent. And then there's this golden pistol. So I don't know about this gun or whatever, but it clearly does go in his hand. Man, it's really soft, bendy plastic. Look at that. It does fit here. His hand, and the trigger finger does go in pretty well. Look at that. You can definitely probably swap these out. So he's got finger pointing right here. We can definitely have him like poke his nose. Say on the nose. Point at you and where to go. So I actually kind of like that. Too bad we can't put this book right here on the fingers that are back in, like if you're holding it. That would still be kind of cool holding it like that. So let's get a pose of him walking forward. He would bend this leg. There we go. The head doesn't move as much as I would like it to, especially with that really creative joint, but oh well. I want him to be like walking forward, but not really cooperating with me. So then let me just get him a stronger stance then. Bring his foot back down. But it is restricting it here. Can't bring it any further up. So something to keep in mind. And then spreading his legs a little bit so to stand better, the trench coat is pushing back against it. So something to keep in mind. That'll look cool right there. Let's put this back over here. And let's take a look at his head sculpt with the mask, which he didn't wear very much. He wore it like once, if I remember correctly. It is way cooler than the one he had in the comic books, which was not great. So I really like that. But I think he looks great without having him with the mask. Look at that. Look how great they look. Awesome. All right. So we have one more, and you know who that is. So let me get this all set up here. All right, friends, and last but not least, we have Captain America. This is the new Captain America. Of course, formerly Falcon, but still also kind of Falcon, but yes but no. So here's the awesome logo again. I can't get enough of how great that looks for Captain America. And there's a symbol right there. You know what? I didn't even see what it had. Oh, there's nothing for Baron Zemo. Now that I thought about that, and I was like, what about U.S. Agent? Nothing up there either. So there's our Captain America shield symbol for Anthony Mackie had right there. So that looks awesome. And let's go ahead and take a look at our Sam Wilson here. It says, Captain America Sam Wilson, donning a brand new suit and wings from Wakanda. Sam Wilson proudly takes on the mantle, ready to unite people as the world's new Captain America. And he looks absolutely great. Look at that. So, let's get him on out. And then we can finally build his flight gear. Okay, great. Get him on out. And first thing I notice is there's not necessarily a lot of accessories. And so I was like, why do we have another one of these? But it's because this is not open. Alright. So here is a shield. I think I would have liked this better, more silvery instead of dark gray. But that's just me. Okay. So here's our Sam Wilson. Wow, we got one of those. Is the neck moving also, or just looks like it? I guess just looks like it. Okay. Oh, we do have one of those in there. Okay, so the head does move pretty well. Not tremendously well, but I would have liked for this not to restrict here and his head to go pretty far back. But nice, we can see his eyes through this clear plastic right here. It doesn't come off, but you can definitely see his eyes through that. It looks cool. Cool head sculpt. I always wondered about why Falcon didn't have a helmet on, because that seems like it'd be really dangerous. And with this upgraded suit, how about protecting his skull? Anyway, the arms, they do click as they move around. Let's see. They do not move tons in because they are restricted by that. So, and you have to turn them to the side so that you can get that part in. So his arms only come out to slightly more than like a 45-degree angle. Well, not slightly, because I guess it would be like this, but they only go that far out. Ab crunch is tremendous. Oh my gosh! Like broken back, tremendous. Head tilts well. We have double joints on the elbow, but again, we only have one joint move, so there we go. That's pretty good. It turns right here above the bicep. It should be almost like a mirror image movement here. The wrist to go back and forth and turn. That's cool. Alright, let's see his emblem right here. So all this looks great. Turns right here at the waist. We have a cool belt right here himself. Legs. Definitely go to just about a 90-degree angle. Got chunky joints right here on the knees. The left leg seems to be looser than the right one. Looks good. I like the texture on the pants. His legs do turn on the upper part of the thigh. And they do pose pretty well. I like the sculpt, I like the colors. I'm really digging this action figure. The boots look great. It's got these silver boots here, and the feet move really well. That wasn't wanting to move. Now it is. There we go. Look at his boots. That looks pretty crazy. Pretty awesome, actually. Okay, so this would go here, and that would be with the wings closed. So that looks cool. And now, well, let me put this here, and then it'll be the moment we've all been waiting for. Oh, interesting. The neck makes it kind of awkward that the head looks kind of weird with that, but that looks cool. Looks cool on this side too. Look at that. Looks awesome. Let's go ahead and do the wings now. What do you say? Take this off. Put this back in here. Put this away in our box. Start building those wings. Okay, so we have this, which should be the right wing. Should be, because we'll find out. There's red wing. Here's the stand. Here's the pack. Here's this. And here are these. Okay, so we'll take a closer look. Definitely have all our pieces here. Let me take a quick picture. Very nice. And there we are. There we are. Okay, so let's start building this. This clearly goes on here. So set that aside. This is okay, so let's start building this part. This will dive right on in here. This part should align with this. And I'm thinking that would be it for that. This one would go here. This, I'm just making sure, let's see. Yep. Looks like this would be like this. Make sure those lined up well. Wait, is this the same wing? No. Well, that joint may not be, but look very similar. Okay. So, let's go ahead and make sure I'm not putting this backwards yet. It looks the same, almost. Okay, this is gonna go like this. This is gonna go like this. And very simply, we just put it on Sam Wilson right here. This peg and his back. And does it not go in very far? Or are they supposed to be pushed in even further? Make sure I don't have these backwards. Let's see, maybe I do. Yep, I think I did. Something like it looks like the peg will definitely go in a lot further now. So there you go. I did put them in backwards. Let's bring this up higher. And so, this looks like this peg would go right in here. So perhaps hold that up. Look at that. And then red wing. Where does this go? This goes, I guess, in here. Let me see the picture real quick. Yep, look at that. Okay. And there's no other place, so it would have to be right in here-ish. There we go, look at that. And does it turn? Yeah, it does, look at that. Let's get a stronger pose here. Alright, cool. So let's see how much we can actually... Ooh, that just popped right out. Like, is that... Move and pivot? No, but this turns. So I was like, okay, we can turn that. And have... Oh my gosh. This thing just pops out so easily. Put this back in here. And then turn that. Okay, cool. Let's see, so these wings, I should be able to go not just out, but down also-ish. Oh, okay, because they're hitting each other here. I was like, okay. So they can't go very much further up, and they can't really go that much further down. Look at that. So they can go out forward, like in Endgame. Oops. Oh. They can bend a little bit down. So there's not strong poses on these like the Vulture one. I think that is the problem. I anticipated it being like all those joints like with the Vulture, but the answer is no. So let's get this back over here. Let's put this back in here. And I'm like, was there a peg on the shield so that we could actually have it go in this back like that? No, it doesn't. Believe it or not, this one. Alright, so let's put this right here. Have this go in his hand right here. There we go. Let's have him stand stronger. There we go. So I'm definitely digging that. Now we just got to put Red Wing back in because Red Wing doesn't like to cooperate with us. Alright, come on. Let's do this. Okay, very nice. Before that pops out again. Okay. That's actually pretty awesome. Look at that. What do you guys think? New Captain America? And we can put everybody around him. Okay guys, give me a second and then we'll take a look at everybody and wrap this video up. Give me a second, guys. Alright friends, well here it is. Look how awesome these action figures look. Here's our Falcon and the Winter Soldier action figures. Look how great those four look. Look how cool these wings are. Look, there's Red Wing. And then check out Loki. And then our WandaVision action figures here. This looks so awesome. So guys, I want to thank you for hanging out with us here today. If you have not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe by hitting the button below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you're notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know what you think of these action figures. And check out our YouTube channel for more great videos like this one. So until next time, guys, check out more of our videos, but we'll be seeing you soon. Thanks for watching Vincent GD's Super Channel G. Peace.